it's your lovely Abbie Dagrin, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, lovelies. Today I'll be doing a natal chart reading / analysis on someone on my channel today. I'll be continuing the series, and today I'll be doing one on Michelle Obama. I'll be speaking on how her natal chart affects her personality traits, her characteristic traits, and also how it has led to a lot of her success. So please stay tuned for the rest of my video, lovelies. If you have not yet become a part of the Abbie Dagrin family, then this is your calling to do so. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know when I upload videos on the daily. Also hit that like button because I know you guys will love this video. Also share this video with all your friends, your family members, your enemies, anyone in general who you know who would love this content, or anyone who really likes Michelle Obama. Michelle Robinson Obama was born on January 17, 1964, and with this placement, this automatically makes her a Capricorn. With this placement, she tends to be very grounded, very practical, very patient, and very resolute, and is always looking for the next level to achieve. And she is a very grounded type of person. If you look at her life and the type of people she's around, she makes sure she's grounded. She's the type of person who doesn't change who she is, regardless of who she's around. She's very practical and she's very patient. And that's something that she's really shown a lot, especially in regards to being in politics. And she's always looking for a new level to achieve, and she's always achieved anything that she wanted to do in life. So she really lived up to the Sun in Capricorn placement. Next is her Moon in Pisces. And with this placement, she is very intuitive, she's very sensitive, and she's very social. She's sympathetic and never lets anyone down in matter of the heart. So she is such a sympathetic person. She loves to bring awareness on things such as poverty, making sure that people eat healthy, and she just has so much sympathy towards people, where other people or other politicians or politicians' wives would not really be sympathetic. She's so sympathetic, and she wants to make sure that everyone around her is doing good and everyone in society is doing great. So I really believe, based off of this placement and based off of her actions, that she has shown the world that she really does live up to this placement. Next up is her Mercury in Capricorn, and it's great that she has her Sun and Mercury in the same sign because it's a lot easier for a person to communicate, and also they're a lot bolder and a lot more confident with the way they speak and who they are. So with this placement, she's all about practicality, and her being a Capricorn and Sun is about being practical, and she is able to show that through her communication, which is through her Mercury, and people will be able to understand what she's talking about because she's coming from a practical point of view, and she's going to tell you how she feels and be honest about it. At times, she may have opinions in regards to how she feels about something, and she's going to show that, and that's the type of person Michelle is. If you watch her interviews or how she talks, she's 100% honest as to how she feels about things. So this Mercury in Capricorn placement really makes sense. Next up is her Venus in Pisces, and with this placement, she's very charming and playful, and actually, she's probably the most romantic type of person because of her Venus in Pisces. And it makes sense because Venus is exalted in Pisces, so they tend to be the best lovers and the best person to be in a relationship with. She may tend to be a very loving person, which is part of being a Pisces as well. They're very loving. She may be very spiritual. She may be very artistic and creative when giving a gift. to someone who they're attracted to. She might be very compassionate towards them and want to know how they're doing, how was their day, making sure they're okay, and also like being chameleon-like blending in with their partner, being as one, so to speak. So that's what she is like in regards to a relationship with someone who she really loves. Okay, next up is her Mars in Aquarius. With this placement, she has a drive for an innate desire to learn everything that she can. She's a very intelligent person and wants to learn more about society and wants to learn more about what's going on with society. She's the type of person that will question ideas and opinions, and she's the type of person who wants to be original in everything that she thinks and does. At times, people may be like, oh no, she's a little different. However, it's due to her Mars in Aquarius. She's very idealistic and she has high standards, and she tends to not be the traditional type of person, but she loves to do things her way. And that just makes her very unique and makes her stand out. And that's something I believe she really lived up to, especially if you watch her years in the White House. Next up is her Jupiter in Aries, and with this placement she has an energy for travel and meeting challenges head on, and this helps her gain new opportunities. So her having energy for traveling is something that it's very unique and important, because when she was the First Lady, traveling is kind of a must, because usually a lot of the first ladies love to accompany their husbands on trips, so traveling is something that she would always do. So that's great that she liked that based off her placements. Having meetings on challenges head on is something that is an Aries trait. They want to make sure that they overcome and they talk about any obstacles or any challenges. That's something that's good too, because when you are in politics, you have to be honest about the problem and try your best to figure out and resolve the problem. So she really did live up to this placement as well. Next up is her Saturn in Aquarius. With this, she tends to be very reserved with her actions, and even though her thoughts are considered to be unconventional at times, she's still going to make sure that her words and the way she thinks on things are known. And with this placement, she may at times have some restrictions, and she will have to learn lessons to have breakthroughs in life. She may be a part of societal changes that were beneficial to society. For example, the way that children used to eat before she came into office with her husband was a lot different than how they eat now. So a lot of nutrition is introduced in children's meals, and they also may have a vision for the future, and she's that vision that the future has as well. Next up is her Uranus in Virgo, and with this placement she has amazing intuition, and with this she's able to know what to do and what not to do, and also being able to assess a situation is very important, especially in the position that she's in. Assessing a situation is a must before deciding on anything, because sometimes some directions being made can be very negative and won't benefit everyone in society, and it may actually hurt society. Also, moving ahead in the right direction is something that she loves to do in regards to this placement. She wants everything to go great and go in a way that will benefit everyone in the long run, and will make sure that everyone who is under this decision or law is able to live comfortably under it and be beneficial towards it. Next up, lovelies, is her Neptune in Scorpio. With this placement, it's actually one of the rare signs in Scorpio. And with this placement, she tends to find pleasure in the darkest places, and she may seem to find inspiration from the darkest places in society. So maybe going through something in life or seeing something that was very negative in her life, which was the darkest of darkest places, is what makes her who she is today, or what makes her brings inspiration. And sometimes this could be a good thing. Maybe seeing someone in poverty and it really hurt her, like something very bad happening, and she was like, you know what, I literally want to help society and I want to help somebody. And this is with anyone who has this placement. If they've seen something very terribly, then they're going to try their best to change it and gain inspiration from it. Next up is her Pluto and Virgo, and this is due to her being born between 1957 and 1972, and that makes her a part of Generation X. So because of this, she has a down-to-earth attitude, and she may have always wanted to reach to perfection. Knowing about the environment and technology is something that is a great theme of someone in regards to Generation X. Being hardworking, being self-improving, and being skilled is something that someone in Generation X will also look at. Also, they're the type of people who are always trying to help people and wanting to offer practical care necessary to improve anyone's status in life. So they're the type of people who will help you to be what you want to be and get somebody's life together, especially if they love you. They'll be the type of person that if they're at a job or if they're in a position to help, they will always help to help you be on their level or even higher than what they are. So they do have a selfless personality. Next up is her North Node in Cancer, and in order for her to develop these attributes and to uncover hidden talents and gifts, she would need to develop these attributes. So, noticing and validating feelings, having empathy, nourishing and supporting others, building one's own foundation and security, honest disclosure of feelings and insecurities, humility, accepting others' fluctuating moods without judgment, staying centered in her own feelings, nurturing herself, connecting to her emotions, not repressing them, identifying with the child part of her and not the adult side, letting go of the need to control any achievement in life, and what is for her will always come to her. So these are the attributes that she would need to develop in order for her to uncover her hidden talents, and I personally believe that she has done that. Lastly would be her Kiron and Pisces, and with this placement she does have the wound of having faith in themselves as well as having faith in humanity. Probably a time in her life that, or anyone with this placement probably went through something and they felt betrayed and they were hurt, and they had to gain that realization from then on that they could probably not be trusted or humanity, because if me, myself, I'm a person and that was a person who did it to me, can I really even trust myself? And can I trust humanity? So that's a wound that she will have to heal, and anyone with this placement. However, it's easy to be done. Well, it's easy but kind of hard. But what she has to realize is that she can help in making society better, and she can be the change that she wants to see. And she has been able to do that. Well, that's all I have for you lovelies today in regards to Michelle Obama's natal chart. I hope that you learned something new and you got a better understanding of who Michelle Obama is based off of her natal chart, and how a lot of the things that she's done or said has been able to be determined and explained through her natal chart. If you have not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Also hit that like button and share this video with everyone you know. If you have not yet followed me on all of my social media accounts, then this is your timing to do so as well, because a lot of the content that I post on there, I do not post on my YouTube. And also, if I'm not posting on my YouTube, I am posting on my other social media accounts. So this is your time to support by liking, following, subscribing, and sharing. You can also support me through PayPal and my Etsy store. I love you all. Please stay safe and healthy, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, lovelies.